Recently, I joined EMS in Grand RP, and I realized it's probably one of the best jobs in the city, especially if you're a newer player. And today, I'm going to be telling you why. So I hope you go on to enjoy the video, and if you haven't joined the server before and want to, be sure to click the link down below in the description, click on Start Playing, select which server you want to play on, register an account, and download the launcher. And if you want to check out the mobile version of the game, I'll leave a link down below for that as well. Everything you can do on the PC version, you can now do on the go. And if you use code Frolickz when you sign up, you'll get a free rare accessory. Anyways, I hope you enjoy, and let's jump into things. The one thing everybody knows about EMS is that they make the most money in the city when it comes to organizations. You could have just joined and you could be looking at making $50,000 per hour, and on top of that you can get bonuses as well. But what a lot of people don't realize is the fact that you only need to be level 3 in order to start working at EMS. And once you hit level 5, you could start selling med kits and pills and going on rides around the city, healing people up whenever they need it. When you want to join and you're brand new to the city, you just hit level 3, you would walk over and you would ask a doctor for an interview. They'd give you a quick interview about why you want to be in EMS, and you pretty much just need to answer that. And then they'll take you on a tour through the entire building, take you on a tour of the med kit lab, and take you on a tour of the Sandy Shores Hospital. From there, you would just start working as a driver, going back and forth from the lab, picking up medkits and delivering them to the hospital. And that's pretty much all you would do until you hit level 5. Now, before you hit level 5, obviously the pay won't be as good because you won't be able to actually sell medkits to people. You won't be able to go out through the city and heal people up and even sell them some pills if they need it there. As long as you're standing in your vehicle, you could sell them a lot of shit. And then once you hit level 5, you could just fly into the city, head into the lobby of any of the EMS buildings, and start selling people stuff. And the best part is, depending on what you sell, you'll make even more money. I can't remember the exact percentage that you get for each individual item, but I do know health insurance will end up giving you $400 every time you sell it to somebody. And a lot of the time, you'll have to go to different organizations and make sure each of the org members has health insurance. And if they don't, they obviously need to buy it. And I believe it runs out after about 5 days. It might be 7 days. I can't remember. But there is a ton of different orgs and a bunch of people in each and every org that need health insurance. So then you'll be able to make a bunch of money off of that. The main thing you make the money from is definitely going to be medkit sales. Because one, everybody needs medkits. Whenever I go to the hospital and buy medkits, I usually get like 30 or 40 of them and then just have them on my person or store them in my cars. Lots of families go to the hospital and buy tons and tons of medkits for their families, and then other people just need them for battle pass tasks. Like there's one task where you need to be patched up 100 times, or you need to patch someone else up 100 times. And obviously that's going to take a lot of medkits. So then they're going to need to get them from somewhere. Why don't they get them from you at the hospital? And as I said earlier, you only need to be level 5 in order to do this. Like, you can achieve that in your first day of playing on the server. Most people probably won't end up becoming level 5 the very first day, but guaranteed if you just play casually for about a week, you'll be able to reach that goal very, very quickly, compared to joining other organizations like gangs, LSPD, or even FIB. You can't even join FIB unless you've been in LSPD, and in order to join LSPD, I believe you have to be at least a level 10. Maybe it's a little higher or a little lower, but it's going to take you a lot longer to actually get to that level. And then when certain events happen in the city, like the Purge, which I believe happens every few months, literally everybody in the city needs medical attention. And you could either, one, be driving around the city and patching people up, or stand at one of the hospitals, which is the hotspot of the city for the duration of the Purge, and everybody is going to need to get patched up. They're going to need to buy medkits, pills, whatever they need. You got it all. But there's one more important thing to remember about EMS, and this is where you will make the most amount of money, and that's if you choose to work at the Sandy Shores Hospital. They're always looking for people to work there. But during the night shift, not many people want to. And the reason why is because there isn't too many people in that area. Like, half the server's gone offline, it's really late at night, so not many people are going to end up pulling up. And the EMS noticed that. So they'll end up giving you bonuses on top of that. You just say you're going on duty here, you're going off duty here, and then just show the body cam or take a screenshot of you showing being on duty here and then going off duty here. And every hour that you're there, you'll get huge bonuses. Now, with every org, you have a max salary cap of 50k per hour, which kind of sucks. I feel like that should be raised a bit. If you make 100k in an hour, you should get 100k. But with EMS, you could make that 50k from selling different stuff at the lobby of the hospital, and then on top of that, they will personally give you more money and transfer it into your bank account, even if you're not in the city, as long as you are doing it at that hospital, because the night shift just ends up paying out more money. Now, if you stand at the main hospital, you won't get too many bonuses. Obviously, they will give you some if you're doing good work, but you're going to make way more money from just chilling there. They need people at the other hospital, though, so they're willing to pay you a little bit more money if you just stand there. And sometimes you might not get a single person coming in, but you'll still get a bonus of $20,000 or $25,000 every single hour. Now, my very first shift was an hour before subs, which is usually when the server is kind of popping, because a lot of the orgs have to pull up to those events, and a lot of them come into the hospitals and need stuff. I ended up making about $40,000 my first shift, and I was standing in the lobby for about half an hour, and then I was driving around patching people up for the other half of the hour. And then I went to subs, and at subs, you pretty much just stand there and sell the different officers med kits and patch up different gang members and give LEOs adrenaline shots, because obviously they can't use coke or anything like that to, you know, make them a little bit tougher like the gangs do. So we show up there and we sell them some adrenaline, so then they get a little bit of an edge going into the fights. You also do that when you go to bank or even aircraft carrier and just help out the LEOs in the city. And sometimes you'll even get tips when you go around driving. Like one guy just gave me $1,000, even though I just stood there and let my other EMS employee actually patch them up. I did end up giving that guy like $100,000 though, because I don't really need the money and I like giving out money more than I like taking it, I guess. But to summarize everything here, you could start working at EMS as soon as you hit level 3 and start making $20,000 or $25,000 per hour. Once you hit level 5, you could start making over $50,000 per hour, depending on where you're working and if you get bonuses or not. But if you work at the Sandy Hospital, I guarantee you will be getting a lot of bonuses just by standing there and helping people out. And then after that, you could pretty much stay in EMS as long as you want, have a bunch of fun, and then maybe by the time you hit level 10, you'll have a ton of money in hand, go buy some nice cars, or maybe look at purchasing a house or an apartment, and then take a look at some of the other orgs if you want to. But if you're just joining the city for the very, very first time and you want to make some money, you can do stuff around the city as well, but joining EMS is probably one of the best things you could do, since you could start it from such a low level. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this video helped you out if you're new to the city and looking to make some cold hard cash. Anyways, I will catch you guys in the next one.